Hey, welcome back to the second channel. Now with significantly worse lighting, a shirt that doesn't fit, and a new spanking phone because my old one, hold on, I got it somewhere, doesn't work. It's not broken, it won't turn on, so it's got like a weird boot loop. Anyways, Dave the Diver. So if you watched the previous video, you might know that I was planning on doing this thing where I talk about every new game I play this year, plus, whatever else, other games I feel like talking about, if that comes around, in these reviews when, I get around to it. As well as that, I said that I was going to play one game a month the entire year, at least. And you might have also noticed that that video is almost 2 months old. When this video is that, it might actually be 2 months old. I don't know how long this is going to take me. And there's a couple of reasons for that. For one, I wanted to beat a game, not just play it. And along with that is that I kind of jump between a lot of things. But for today's video, we're talking about Dave the Diver. Because I kind of realized with a game like this, you don't have to really beat it to get an improvised review. This isn't scripted or anything. I have the vaguest ideas of what I want to talk about, and that's it. So like, it's not like I'm spitting facts about the end game, and I'm just I don't know what I'm saying. So Dave the Diver has been just shooting through the atmosphere, through the internet, and people have been loving it and playing it. And you know what? I get it. I've played it now. I get it. So I've been seeing a lot of streamers play this, I've been seeing a lot of reviewers play this, I've been seeing a lot of just people play this in general, like, there's a podcast I watched, and no need to bother with which one, and for the newest episode, in the background they played Dave the Diver, just does like some visual stuff, if you need that, I do. But so, what is Dave the Diver? Okay, I'm going on this whole spiel about Dave the Diver. This sounds fucking dumb. Dave's a normal-ass name, and he's a diving. Well, Dave the Diver is about this guy. His name's Dave. Can you guess his profession? That's right, gynecologist. I'm kidding. He's a diver, and he gets called up. Ring, ring, ring. I can use a phone. Ring, 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 ring. Oh, who's that? Whoa, it's a really rich guy. I'm real rich. What do you want? Fishies. I want the fish. I want the fish. Okay, I'll go dive for you to get you some fish, and we can open the sushi restaurant. And that's the game, and it's so good. It's so good. So, as the gameplay that will be interspersed in this video will show, you play as dive in a 2D perspective. You jump in, my screen's just turned off, you'll jump into the water, sploosh, and then at first you have this harpoon that you shoot it right at a fish, and then you pull it, so skinny, you pull it, and you catch the fish, and you put it in your bag, and that's the basic gameplay, and then eventually, you get guns, so you can go, BAM! And these guns are, like harpoons and stuff, they're pretty fun to use. Basically, you press one button, it goes into slow-mo, and you gotta aim it just right, and then you shoot it out. And weapons, there are different kinds of weapons. You have a sniper, which I think has infinite range, and if it doesn't, has very long range. You have a shotgun that obviously shoots out multiple. There's a grenade launcher that shoots the grenades. You have the basic shot, which is the basic shot. And then there's like some other stuff. I think that there's a net gun. I didn't find any much use for it, but there's a net gun. And a few other ones. Again, haven't gotten that far in the game. And for the bigger enemies, you're going to need the bigger guns. You're going to need the guns, okay? Because there's sharks, there's swordfishes, there are some big boys later on in the game. And it's a lot of fun. The gameplay loop is very fun. You, during the day, you catch fish, and you catch more fish, and then during the night, you have this sushi restaurant run by this guy called Bancho. And Bancho's is, I love Bancho. Bancho's my boy. Bancho's my boy. I love him a lot because he is just a great chef who is great at good doing the food, and he's got this restaurant, and you're supplying the fish. But because they're severely understaffed, you also get to work there. You become a waiter, and so you got to run around like I do in real life. That's less like when I'm studying to do. So that's fun. But yeah, you go around with the plates, and then here you go, sir and or madam, and then they eat the sushi, and then they go, whoa, that was good. But if you're too slow, they go, I hate you, and then they leave. And you also got to worry about that. You got to worry about chai tea as well, that you got to fill up. If they come in, they want chai tea, you got to run over, fill that shit up. And later you also got beer and maybe some other stuff. Again, I haven't played all the way. I've played like 11 hours of it. But it's surprisingly in-depth. Different fish give you different dishes, and different dishes cost different amounts. So you want to optimize which dishes you want to use. And if you have like 3 fishes that make a dish each, that supply 10 gold or dollars or rupees, I don't know, and you might want to use that instead of 1 fish that gives you 25, because 30 is more than 25, just so you know. And then if you sell out of that, you can go back to the 25 if you want. You can have a few different menu items at once. The more you play, the better you get, the more recognition the restaurant gets, the more different items you can put on the menu. And yeah, it's surprisingly nuanced, it's surprisingly fun, it's surprisingly good. Later on, you can also hire employees and shit like that, which just ups the efficiency, and you can have more customers, have more orders, have more shit coming in, and it's a lot of fun. And then that's not all, because in the restaurant you also have to worry about the wasabi. Occasionally you'll run out of wasabi, and you gotta run back, and you gotta grind that wasabi up for Mr. Boncho. I love you dearly, pal. And he's gonna use that for his dishes. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I heavily enjoy the gameplay. However, the main chunk of the game is underwater. And guess what? It's just fun, man. Just exploring this area, especially later when you get O2, oxygen upgrades, and you can just stay in the water for just so long and just find fish and just shoot and get the fish. And you also upgrade your carrying capacity, so you don't have to worry about weight limits. And you just chill out to the chill music or your own music. If you feel like getting a podcast or a video, you're talking with friends, do whatever you want. And it's this feeling that I just can't explain, that just works, and it's just so good. I can definitely explain it. I just explained it. What am I talking about? There are also boss battles, which they're fine. This game's not complicated at all. The boss battles basically are shoot the bad fish. So what even are the bosses? As opposed to regular fish, you got bad fish. And like that's it. It's like there's an octopus. There's like a big shark. I think there's a pirate fight. You fight some pirates that are trying to like poach a dolphin. That's fun. That's a good quest. I like that quest a lot. But yeah, no, they aren't like super significantly awesome or anything. They're just kind of neat. They're part of the gameplay, really. It's nothing more than that, and it's nothing I'm ever going to think about really when it comes to this game. I'm just bringing it up now because I can, and I'm talking about the fish stuff. And yeah, that is Dave the Diver. I'm aware this is a bit of a short review, but also I just don't want to, I don't want to go too far on the spoilers side of things. There's stuff that happens later that I haven't experienced. I mean, I know there is a rice farming element to it, but I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. And I've played 11 hours. This game is surprisingly chunky. I know that, 18 hours, which is how long to beat says, that it lasts, isn't long for some people. That's long for me. I don't like long-ish games. I like a short experience, cheap, short experience. unless it's a game I'm really loving, it's not, I don't want to like, okay, well that's kind of the wrong thing there, but unless it's like a game that I'm super duper invested in, where I feel like I can get this amount of enjoyment out of it. A game can drag on very easily for me unless I heavily enjoy it, and Dave the Diver doesn't do that, and it isn't that long. But yeah, surprisingly hefty, price is cheap, it's a good game, nice art design, nice music, and just nice gameplay and common gameplay, and let's go, subscribe!